What's up, guys, and welcome to my first action figure review. So for these reviews, guys, I'm not gonna go over the box. The box is gonna be in the background. We usually put it in the background somewhere. My main focus is the figure and all the accessories that come with the figure. I bought this Mezco knockoff version about 6-7 months ago, and I made a video, stop motion video of it about a month or two back of Punisher versus Kingpin. You guys could check it out to see what it looks like. And I'm not huge on bootlegs. I don't have a whole lot of bootlegs, don't have a whole lot of experience, but I've always wanted this figure. Unfortunately, this figure is over 300 bucks every time I found it online these days. So the knockoff was the best way and the cheapest way to go. But so I wanted to give you guys a review to see how it stands out for using it for stop motion or toy photography, and kind of giving you my 2 cents and let you guys decide if it's worth buying it or not. So anyways, I picked this up, and first look, of course, it looks pretty damn good. I mean, there's quite a bit of decent amount of details on the face sculpts and the cloth goods. It doesn't feel too bad based off of the other Mezco ones, the actual authentic Mezco ones that I have. This one is actually not too bad. So I'll go over what's good, what's bad, and overall, is it worth 55 bucks? That's roughly around how much I bought it for. So first look, like I said, looks great. This head sculpt looks amazing. It's actually, they've done a pretty good job, and articulation for the neck is not bad at all. It's quite smooth for being a knockoff. It moves around really well. Changing heads, you know, head and miss. Sometimes this neck joint pops out, and so you got to take this out and put it back in, but you know, it is a knockoff. So put that in. It comes with 3 different head sculpts. It comes with the yelling, screaming one. I'm not sure if you guys could see it. There it is. There's the yelling, screaming one, which looks pretty good too. And then, of course, it comes with just the regular, standard, kind of like staring at you, no motion, no screaming kind of look. And again, the head sculpts look pretty damn good. Pretty impressed overall. As far as putting them on and off, like I said, it's a knockoff, so it's hit and miss, but it does go on pretty well. The only thing is, a lot of the times when I use this for in my stop motion and I wanted to change the heads out, I would just use any kind of tacky or something like that you have, because you know, some of you that are familiar with stop motion, when you got the character standing and you trying to change the head out, if the character moves around all over the place, you need to realign it, and it's pain in the butt. So I always just use tack, like any kind of a tacky, the white, gray, blue, whatever you have. Use any kind of tacky so you could exchange the heads much easier without having the character move around and for you to have to realign the thing all over again. That's usually is like quite a pain. But as far as everything else go, the movement of the arms are great, much better than Marvel Legends in my experience. The other issue that I had, of course, was the hands. Here, let me put this over here. So it comes with quite a decent amount of hands to exchange. My only problem was that when I was changing them in and out, some of them did not fit as well, so I had to, the holes for the joints, I had to kind of increase these, make these bigger, because they didn't fit as easy. And again, for stop motion, that's the last thing you want, is to struggle with the figure to try to exchange the hands out. So I had to do that so I could change the hands out much easier. One issue that mine has, of course, this left elbow here pops out. Again, bootleg problem. And so you kind of need to put it in. So when I had it in action, when I was taking pictures of it for my stop motion, I had to be very careful when moving this arm. The elbow moves perfectly fine. It's the shoulder that had the issue. You know, it would pop out regularly. If you're not careful, it just pops out. All right, so here are all the hands that he comes with. Here's the trigger hand. and kind of like an open grip hand. He also comes with a trigger hand for the left side, in case you want to do dual weapons. He comes with a fist, of course, right hand fist and left hand fist. And the paint jobs are okay. I gotta be honest, they're not the greatest. Here's a little relax hands, and this is for the left side. The right side does not come with this relax hands. Instead, the right side comes with this little configuration. I use this in my Punisher and Kingpin one to kind of smack someone in the throat. He did this little move by smacking someone in the throat with this pose of a hand. So this is kind of like what he comes with instead of the other one. And then of course the other open, kind of call this the open grip hand, one of those for each side. So good amount of hands for what you need for stop motion or toy photography. But other than that, and the hand issue, everything else has been pretty solid. The legs move really well. The articulation on the leg is great. It feels like it's got a pretty decent double joint knees and double joint elbows. Everything on that, like I said, except this little shoulder piece right here, everything else moves really well. So on this one, my issue was, like I said, shoulder, hands. I had to make the holes for the pegs bigger, and everything else worked pretty well. And if you could see that, you know, overall everything looks pretty good. Now, one very positive thing about this figure is the number of weapons that this figure comes with. Now, I kind of did a little bit of dry brushing on this with silver. They're just matte black. If you look on YouTube, there are a ton of videos that show you how to dry brush these. I just think for, you know, toy photography or stop motion, they'll look much better when they have this silver dirty look to them than just being all black. You know, if you guys couldn't find it, let me know. I could make a quick little video. It takes literally, I think it took me 10 minutes to do all these weapons. You take an old brush, silver paint, kind of put it on your brush, dry the brush out, and just kind of rub it around the gun. And then here's another one, kind of like a Gatling gun that came with this figure. Again, very nice. Then of course, his handgun. And I'm sure you guys, if you guys have seen my videos, you've noticed I love doing this for stop motion, kind of having them put the clips in. I think I used this gun for my Winter Soldier, and I used it for my Punisher video. Really love how the clips go in and out. It comes with it. He also comes with this knife. Whoops. Comes with the knife, and I did the same thing on the knife, did the little dry brushing, and the knife goes back to right back here. Oh yeah, comes with these little clips. These are for the Gatling gun. It goes on the side of the Gatling gun if you wanted to, for posable for pictures for your toy photography. He also comes with this amazing looking AR with a little grenade launcher thing inside. Now, I don't have all of these handy. I know I put them in my bag of weapons, but he comes with little bullets, little grenade things that go in here for you to launch them out. I don't have them on hand. I couldn't unfortunately find them, but I believe it comes with 3 or 4 of those as well that you could put inside. And it's got this little action. Of course, again, this is a knockoff, so they have to be careful. This comes all the way out. But with a little bit of dry brushing, and again, it has an extra clip that you could use. And you could do a little interchanging. So the extra clip for that is back here. He also comes with several different grenades. I just kept 2 of them here so I could show you guys. I think he comes with 4 or 5 grenades as well. Then he comes with a little Uzi. Really cool looking Uzi. And again, this one, the clip comes out, and the Uzi also comes with an extra clip back here, which I have. There's another extra clip, just like the AR that has an extra clip over here. The Uzi comes with a little extra clip as well. And if I'm not mistaken, this comes off too. Yep, the little silencer comes off. I always keep the silencer on because without the silencer, it kind of looks a little goofy, but I always keep the silencer on. And I use this one, I believe, in that Kingpin one as well. The Uzi is the one that I used. So that is all the weapons. He came with a little duffel bag. Unfortunately, I don't have the duffel bag. I used it for something and I couldn't find it again. He comes with the little standard Mezco stands, which I usually don't really use these. I made my own little rig for stop motion, so I don't have a whole lot of use for that. And here's the little stand that it comes with that you connect this to. That, and then the little effects that if you want to use for toy photography or something like that, you could use it. I don't have a use for it for stop motion because I use visual effects for stop motion. I like that much better than using practical ones that come with the figures. I prefer using little VFX, kind of. It's a little bit more enjoyable when it comes to editing anyways. So overall, the figure went for $55. I have to say this thing is well worth it. I mean, the weapons alone are worth the 55 bucks. Even if your figure has a lot of, QC issues or hands come off like mine, the shoulder pops off and everything. But if you watch, I'll leave a little card at the end. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen it, you could see the Punisher and Kingpin one that I made. Even with all these issues, it worked pretty well making the stop motion. It wasn't difficult at all. Everything, all the joints, everything works really well. I didn't have a whole lot of issues. Again, like I said, except this little shoulder popping off a few times, but for a $55 price tag, you can't beat it. Like I said, just the weapons alone. There's another version of this that's different, and it comes with different weapons. I'm actually thinking about picking that up for 50 or 55 bucks. And to be honest with you, the main reason I want it is for the different types of weapons that one comes with. So again, just for the weapons alone, if you're short some weapons and you need some cool weapons, I would highly recommend getting this. Let me know in the comments if you guys have this figure. I'm curious to know if you guys had the same issue I had with the shoulder and with the hands not going in and having to make the holes bigger for the peg. Here are a few pictures that I took with the figure. Just a very minor color grading and add a little bit of muzzle flash. Didn't do a whole lot to it. Wanted to keep it basic. I hope you guys enjoyed this or at least got something out of it. If you did, feel free to subscribe, click the like button, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.